Welcome to this week's episode of Your Stock Request for the 17th of June. Hi, I'm Michael Gable, Managing Director at Fairmont Equities. Your Stock Request is the weekly video where I take your requests and analyse the share price charts. So this week we have NAB, PPKK, Wesfarmers, PWR Holdings and Argosy Minerals. So if you have a request, please send it through. Make sure you've signed up to the free newsletter. Our best ideas, however, are in the Dynamic Investor Report, which comes out every Tuesday. So make sure you've got a subscription to that. But if you do enjoy these videos, we'd love you to share them on social media or even leave us a review. Our main business, of course, is in portfolio management. So if you'd like to open a broking account with me, please give me a call and we can explain how that works. And any advice here, of course, is general only. So I've got the daily chart here of NAB going back just over a year. Obviously it's had a pretty good recovery, but momentum has clearly slowed down compared to the broader market, and it's now underperforming. Most recently, after peaking here in May, it came back to the prior low and bounced off that, which is a positive, around that $26 level, but it seems to be putting in a lower high now. So to me, it just looks like at the moment it will just continue to underperform and consolidate. I'd rather be out of this one and in CBA, which has a bit of momentum in that space. Okay, PPK. It's a great looking chart. We've had this sort of move up here, big sort of sideways consolidation, and then we sort of broke higher here in April. So after that breakout, we've had some very nice follow through. A number of stocks in the smaller space haven't followed through very well in the last few months, but this one's obviously done very well. Most recently though, look, I think it'll consolidate here. So we've had this sort of big, I guess, a bit of a sharper pullback here at the start of June on decent volume. So I think it'll probably, yeah, as I said, consolidate here. It may go sideways. I think obviously if it takes out the low from last week, that's a bit more of a negative. We may well get a deeper consolidation, but either way, this is just telling me it's going to just consolidate against this uptrend. Okay, Wesfarmers. Now look, I like this one. This is one that I've bought clients recently. We've had this in our Dynamic Investor Report about 2 or 3 weeks ago. So we're looking at this sort of classic sort of cup and handle formation. So we had this dip back, a retest of the high, and then a fairly, I guess, shallow pullback here, and indications that it was going to break through. So it's kicking on now. So I think that, you know, clearly this cup and handle's worked. It's moving higher. I think Wesfarmers can rally quite a bit from here. PWK. So basically move up, sideways, consolidation for a bit, as we could see, broke higher in Feb, and then it's just trended higher since then. So really nothing wrong with the way this is going. It's just a nice sustainable uptrend, your higher highs, higher lows. And basically, I just think it will continue on from here. Okay, AGY. So this one looks quite interesting. So we've had this sort of big move up on volume, and then a sharp decline, but it's obviously then leveled out. So while it's leveled out, we could see that volume's dried up quite a bit here, as we could see as it sort of rounded out here at the bottom. Now there was, as it was doing so, there was clearly some resistance at 10 cents, and then it popped above that several days ago on good volume. So to me, that would have been a buy signal. There seems to be a bit of resistance here at 12 cents. So it's found that resistance in the last couple of days. But essentially, you know, I think it should just trade in this range. You know, a break under 10 cents would be a negative. I'd rather be out. And I think if it was to push above 12 cents, that would, for me, be the next buy signal. Okay, well that's all for this week. If you have a request, send it through. We get a lot of requests. I try to filter out the stocks and give everyone a turn as well, but please send it through and I'll try to include yours next week.